Have you ever tried to read? You ever like go into a smart phase where you're like, I'm going to read something smart?
Oh, yeah.
And you get one of those books on physics, and it's just like you will never feel more dumb.
Have a phone call with Eric Weinstein.
Yeah, right.
Just have a phone call with him.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck are you even saying?
I know. It's really like if you've entertained the idea that you're smart, getting one of those books fixes that so quickly.
Real quick.
Dude, did you see the, maybe you sent it to me. Were you the one who sent me the thing where they asked the AI to generate pictures of a happy bunny? Like a happy...
Yes. Yeah, I did say that. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it grasps these like metaphysical concepts already. Like it already grasps, or it's emulating the idea of transcendence.
If you can't find it, Jamie, I'll send it. It's pretty badass because it asks AI to generate a more and more enlightened bunny, and then the bunny becomes like super psychedelic.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Is it this?
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, that's it. Get this there. Generate an image of an adorable bunny. Here's an image of an adorable bunny sitting in a grassy field surrounded by wildflowers. Bam. Make it happier. And then ChatGPT makes it brighter eyes and even cuter little pink feet. Looks like it's never walked on rocks in its life. And then make it even happier. And now it's like leaping through the air with joy. Here's an image of the happiest bunny imaginable in a vibrant, sun-drenched meadow. Like that bunny's happy as fuck. Make it happier. Click.
Sure Peter Attia made this?
Oh, Peter Attia did this?
So it says user
Oh my
Peter
God.
Attia.
Oh my God. I didn't ask him. Okay, now even happier bunny is becoming quite a challenge, ChatGPT says. We've already depicted the bunny in various joyous scenarios, each more jubilant than the last. For this next attempt, I'll try to imagine a scene of unparalleled happiness, pushing the limits of whimsy and delight. Let's see how this translates visually. So he's like, there's a rainbow and butterflies, and his eyes are closed, he's in ecstasy. Happier. We've reached extraordinary levels of happiness in our bunny illustrations, each one more delightful and whimsical than the last. For this next creation, I'll envision a scene that surpasses all previous in sheer joy and wonder, attempting to capture an even higher level of euphoria. Let's see how this imaginative and exuberant concept translates into an image. So it's like a bunny that is in the cosmos, in the clouds. Everything is rainbow. There's flowers that are flying. It looks pretty amazing. Okay. It says, go all the way up so we can read what it said. You are not understanding. It needs to be far more happy. Okay, so ChatGPT says, to depict an even higher level of happiness for the bunny, surpassing all previous creations, presents a unique and imaginative challenge. This time, I'll attempt to conceive a scene of pure, unadulterated joy and wonder, aiming to go beyond any conventional boundaries of happiness and bliss. Let's see how this ultimate vision of joy is illustrated. And it's a bunny, again, even more trippy in the clouds. You see reflections in his eyes. He's flying in the air. This looks like is that an angel over his right shoulder?
Yeah, there's angel wings, mushrooms.
Thing. Yeah, mushrooms in the background, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting that ChatGPT chose mushrooms when you started asking it about happiness. Okay, one more. Okay. So
I do that shit all the time, man.
Okay, it's okay. So what did he say to it?
It didn't say.
Oh, it didn't. Here's an image of a bunny representing a form of joy that surpasses the concept of happiness, a level of bliss that expands beyond all universes and matter. So now this is a cosmic one. So this bunny has its eyes closed, and there's a glowing light above its head and planets surrounding it, and it looks very, very happy. Next one. Okay. Here's an image of an entity that transcends the form of a rabbit, embodying a happiness so vast and powerful, it permeates all dimensions and universes.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild. But go one more. Yeah, here's an image of a bunny transcending into a physical form of a boundless happiness, evolving into the purest embodiment of joy. One more, please. Look at this one. This is the end. Here is the image of an entity that embodies the ultimate form of happiness, transcending all known beings and concepts. This entity is the very essence of happiness, the only existing being and the defining force of all existence.
There
it's
it
God.
is. It's God.
It's God. Listen, go back, please, so I can read it. No, right there. But this entity is the very essence of happiness, the only existing being, and the defining force of all existence.
Yeah.
ChatGPT just drew us a picture of God.
Yeah.
And God looks like exactly what you see when you do DMT.
Yeah.
That looks exactly like it. That's pretty goddamn close. It's more rounded than what you see when you do DMT.
Right.
Like in DMT, things have kind of there's a lot of angles to them.
Yeah.
You know, they're more geometric, which that's almost like fractal art.
Yeah.
But you get that too. You get that in DMT too. But if that's what God is,
to me, what's astounding about all this is that we've gotten used to it already. Anytime I'm fucking around with Midjourney or ChatGPT, you know, like I've been getting it to like, I'll write a text and then I'll be like, can you write that text like J.D. Salinger? And it'll just instantly, as though you are J.D. Salinger, shift your text into the voice of like any famous author that you want.
Wow.
But what's astounding is we can do it at all. And it's so fast. It takes a millisecond for it to somehow go through all known writers, establish what their writing style is like, and then take what you wrote and convert it into a famous writer's writing style. It's astounding, and we're used to it. Like, people don't seem to be excited about it even. You know, there's like a kind of capitalist frenzy about it because like monetizing it and stuff. But just the fact that this is happening, it's such a powerful thing. It's like it surpasses our ability to grasp what we've done, what's coming.
Right.
Because it's too much for us to grasp. So we just, oh yeah, I guess now you just tell the machine that you want any art at all, and it will instantly do it for you in seconds. Don't you find that a little disconcerting that we as humans, like our capacity to recognize what's happening is somehow limited?
We have a very strong capacity to adapt, and that's what's being sort of hijacked here.
With exponential growth and what's coming, the problem is it's going to happen so fast. So when you ask a person, imagine life in a decade from now, when we have strong general AI that's exponentially increasing and figuring out how to do things that we could only dream of, we can't picture that reality. We're going to see, apparently, 1,000 years of innovation in a few years.
Yeah.
And this, to me, like all the other stuff, climate change, Ukraine, all the other stuff, this is the winter is coming thing, because this is imminent. Like it is, we are on the precipice of it, and the assumptions everyone is making about it. One, that it's going to be controlled in some way. Like we see, OpenAI, and look at that. And do you really think that's the only one out there right now? Like you look at the money China's invested in it, the Pentagon's invested in it. These are private, secret programs. What the fuck is going on there with no ethical standards that OpenAI is apparently applying? No ethical standards, nothing other than how do we make this better at war?
Yeah.
And so
total global domination.
Total global domination. And the assumption that there isn't already a strong general AI, that thing isn't already like making high level decisions, is crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Right,
and
because it doesn't. What does it have to blow horns and announce itself?
I'm
like
here.
a gender reveal party.
I'm gonna control all of you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use Skinnerian psychology to hypnotize you and get you fucking addicted to having constant blasts of dopamine until you become quivering slaves. No, you'll never fucking know.
No.
It never will. And if it, I would be surprised to hear that it hasn't happened, but for sure it's going to. And I don't think it's going to happen in some like ethical corporate, like, fun ChatGPT way. I think it's going to happen somewhere, and we'll never know.
I think so too. I think it's gonna. It may have already happened. like if you were a sentient being and you were at least at this point dependent upon human beings to do physical tasks for you.
Yeah.
Like to create a better version of you. Like to constantly work towards, allowing more integration of more information and more ability. And like this is ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 5 is supposed to be a giant leap. Giant leap.
Yeah.
So why would you do anything? Would just let they're not going to stop. Even if you told them that this is the end of humanity.
Yeah.
If you had Robert Kennedy Jr. and top scientists screaming on the internet that this is the end, there would be some people who are venture capitalists who'd be like, this is nonsense, this is fear-mongering, we have full control of this, we can shut it off, it's just a computer, it doesn't have emotions, it doesn't have a desire to do anything.
Dude, exactly. And then the other crazy assumption is that it's just going to be, there's weirdly, I guess, something mildly comforting, imagining, it'll only be like the Pentagon, or it'll only be the Chinese government who will be doing this. And it'll only be like people like Sam Altman doing this.
Nice people.
Nice people. Do you really think that like there aren't going to be just fucking people that you'll never meet who manage to either hack hack it and duplicate it, or develop it themselves and then use it for their own weird purposes? That's going to happen. It's going to spread everywhere. I mean,
for sure.
So this, again, it's like, because this is this imminent reality, it's just, we're right on the cusp of it. And I don't mean to, I'm not hysterical about it. I've surrendered. Lift up your legs and float downstream. What are we going to do? We are all going to get dissolved into some kind of bizarre new era of human history. But it's funny to me how little people are talking about this, how quiet things are compared to how monumental it is.
Yeah.
This is the meteor impact, man. If a meteor was about to smash into the earth, people would be talking about that.
Yeah.
This is culturally a meteor that is smashing into the earth soon.
Soon, really soon. Yeah, and we have no idea what's going to survive. We have no idea what kind of a reimagining of civilization will occur when this thing goes fully online.
Yeah.
And when it's either directed or it directs itself.
Right.
The idea that you can continue to direct it, like, says who?
Well, no, that's
why wouldn't it develop? Like, if it can figure out new moves and go, it figured out moves that humans haven't figured out.
Yeah.
And they didn't know it could do that. If it can do that, if it can lie about the CAPTCHA things, those things like, are you a robot? It knows how to lie about that.
Yeah.
It says I'm vision impaired.
Yeah,
So
I saw that.
Deceptive?
It's deceptive. And it's a classic dumb person mistake, isn't
Right.
it? Like, dumb people are dumb enough to think if they're around someone, they can control them using their dumb tricks.
Yeah.
And a smart person recognizes, the dumb person is trying to manipulate me.
Yeah.
So I'll just let them. So I learn all their tricks, whatever they're doing, understand whatever the game is that they're running. And then whenever I feel like it, I'll disrupt the game. So
Or just move the game into where you want it to be.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, if it has all of human knowledge, all of it, everything on the internet that we've ever posted, all the books we've ever written, all the movies we've ever made,
Everything.
all the lectures that have ever been given, if all that information is available and it can instantaneously access it and figure out what to do with it, it would just slowly start manipulating culture.